Hey guys, so last Saturday on the 15th, I had a wonderful opportunity to go see my colleague, my mate Gene Ardley compete in a bodybuilding show. It was IFBB Pro League Australia State Championship for Mr. Brisbane. It was a wonderful experience. He placed third and he has qualified for the IFBB Pro League Australia state national championship. So if he wins that, he will be, let's say, Mr. Australia for IFBB Federation. He did this competition last year and he won Mr. Brisbane, which he placed third this time. And then he competed in IFBB national championship, and I think he placed third. But this time he's placed third in Brisbane championship. So I have been keeping in touch with him. He works with me, and as always, I ask questions, and my questions are pertaining to what their method of attack is, what they do behind the scenes. Basically, training and food being the two most important things. I learned this time that he said that he learned himself a lot within within the span of 2 years, as to how last year he was really struggling with his energy levels, which I had clearly seen at work, and how he was a bit better this time. He was a bit better this time because his body was going through something which it had before. Plus, he had a very different approach to his nutrition in the pre-comp weeks. So let's say 8 weeks before the comp. Last year, he was on a very restricted, low-calorie diet, and because of that, he was really depleted and had very low energy levels. But this time, I had seen him eat quite a bit 2-3 weeks before that at work. So he said that his coach tells him what to do on an everyday basis. So he had to go and see his coach personally, and maybe sometimes video call, but mostly one-on-one. And then his coach will look at him and tell him what to do. He will tell him, oh, you look too dry, so start drinking more water. The next day he will say, you are not so full, so you need to eat more carbs. So that was very interesting. My two learnings out of this was that traditionally, for what I understand, is that they do pretty much very low calorie diet. They just don't do much training, and they want to lose as much fat as possible and also water. But in doing that, they must lose some muscles as well, which he would have as well, and that would have been the cause of his low energy levels. This time, however, he was slightly better, and had every day he was prescribed to eat or drink or whatever. So that was really good. Secondly, I realized how important it is to have a coach to look at you and to give you feedback on every day basis. Every single day, you need a person who's an expert who can look at you and give you direct feedback, and then you act on it. I think it is crucial to have a constant coaching person in almost any elite pursuit, but perhaps even more in bodybuilding, because bodybuilding is all about showing off. It's all about exhibiting your muscles. And for that, you need a coach who has an eye to look at you, to judge you and perceive you as the judges would on the panel, and tell you what to do on an everyday basis. That was really good. I wish sometimes I had a coach who could just coach me on a very regular basis and just sometimes just smash the hell out of me kind of thing as well. So that was a really good learning. He's going to compete within a week's time on Saturday 29th. I'll see if I can go and get some better footage and videos and photos to bring it to you guys as well. I also learned that posing is a very taxing thing, and nobody had told me this. I knew that posing was a skill, and because I watched the entire show, and I realized they were standing while they had let's say 14 guys on the stage, they will get 4 guys to come and pose in the front. The rest of the guys standing on the sides were still posing, and I could see that they were in an isometric contraction, which takes a lot of energy, and these guys were already not very high on energy because of low calorie diet, I suppose. And they were, you know, not really breathing as I am breathing right now. So there was quite a few things to pick up on. Well, by the way, this is my 100 kg press PR, which I did not long after that competition. I was feeling pretty good. I did light squats, and then I did 100 kg press, 3 sets of 3. So for those of you who don't know the language, 3 by 3 RMPR. RM means rep maximum. So I did 3 reps, 3 sets and 3 reps. So I was pretty happy with that. Anyway, yeah, moving on to his bodybuilding competition, I think it is good to have a support. I work in a place where there are guys who have different backgrounds. Some of them are in MMA fighting, some of them are in lifting themselves, and some of them maybe play footy and stuff like that. So it's good to go to show them support. So Gene is right there in the middle. It was wonderful to see these amazing bodies and learn a lot more about people and a sport that I felt I knew, but it was quite a good lesson. So please like and subscribe the video, guys. I'll bring you more content, and I will see you next time. Thank you.